Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in today's video we'll be working on a game, a 2D game using Flutter and Flame. So this game, this tutorial is inspired by the coding train based on a game he made called Pie in the Sky, which he made on Pi Day last year, 2022. Yeah. So if you're watching this on March 14th, happy Pi Day. If you're not watching this on March 14th, well, happy regular day. Let's get started. Let's get started. All right. So the game looks something like this, where you can see the pies dropping from the sky, and use a plate to catch them. So the catch is you have to catch the pie in the sequence, like in order. So like the number pi 3.1415 something. I really do not know the rest. So now I already picked a one. Now if you can see to the top left, you see 3.1. Now to the top right, you see 4, 1. So what I need to get now, it's a 4. And then after a 4, I need to get a 1. So let's look for a 4. Oh, that's a 4. And that's a 1. You can see it's updating 3.141. Now I need a 5. A 5. I think it's a 5. And now after a 5, I need a 9. Uh, 9. I think 9s are difficult to find. Okay, oh, there's too many. Okay, this is a free 9. So after the 9, I can get a 2. After the 2, I can get a 6. Okay, jeez. I I think that's all for me. There. So the game goes on till you get the full number of pi. And when you get the full number, if you can, I guess you win the game. So let's start building. So to start building, I already created a new project. You can see, it's basically the demo of Flutter app. I added Flame plugin. So popspec.yaml. Also, I already have some assets. You can see assets. I have in assets/images. I have the sky PNG, the plates, the PNG. Then I have a folder called pies. So these assets were created by the coding train. I didn't create them, so all credit goes to the coding train for the beautiful assets. And you can see the pies. We have from 0 to 9, blue color from 0 to 9. Then we have orange color from 0 to 9. We have pink from 0 to 9. We have yellow from 0 to 9. So we have four colors, 9, 10 numbers, 0 to 9. So now to start, I think we should probably run what we have first. macOS. So to start, we definitely need to clean up the default code that comes with a new project in Flutter, and let's create a new file. Let's call it Pie in the Sky game. Oof, that's a very long name. And I'll create a class Pie in the Sky of the Sky game. And of course, it's going to extend our flame game. Okay. And here we can take this pie in the sky game, bring it here. Let's clear up this code. We need to have a game widget, and we can have this in here. Yep. So now we can continue our code. Let's try run this and see if we get anything on the screen. Oh, we basically just get a blank screen. And next thing, we need to implement the unload. Okay. Actually, there should be an easier way. unload. Why can't I find that? Huh, it's a little weird. Anyways, override async, and then now that we have our unload on the Pi in the Sky game class, we can go ahead and create the first thing, which is definitely going to be our background. So let's create a new file. Let's call it background. So background.dart, and going to be class background extends sprite component. That's game ref, Pi, and the Sky game. That's a pretty long name. Okay. Gosh. So here we also need to implement the onload. I think I will just copy the code here and put here. So we need to implement the onload. And to do this, what we need to do, okay, we need to load the image into the sprite image. So let's say final image is equals to await, yep, flame dot images dot load, and the name is sky.png. So yeah, let's run. Oh, okay, we need to add the background into the onload. So let's have a add background. So add the background to the game. So when we run this, nothing shows. Okay, I think we need to set the size of our image of our sprites. So game ref dot size. Aha. Now we have a sky. We have our sky now. The next thing will probably to work on, let's say, the plates, for example. So we'll work on the plates, the movements of the plates. So of course we need to create a new class for that also. Let's call it plates. And also the same thing, plates. Uh, let's say extends sprites components. Yep. Also, we need the same onload. I think I'm not really sure why Android Studio is not suggesting the onload function for me. So I'll have to keep doing some sort of copy and paste from the classes. Mm. So yeah, we need to with as game ref Pi in the Sky game, and then actually we should probably use a position component because we want our play to move around. And here we're going to have the exact same thing as the background. We need to load an image, have a size. So I'll just okay. This time around it's plates. That's PNG. Click the PNG. Our size should probably be vector 2 80. The width and then the length is the Y. Let's make it as 15. And okay, right, since we're using a position component, we can't have We can't seem to have a sprite here. Okay, we need to have a position though. Vector 2 also. We can probably add the sprites. So add all. Sprites. Oh yeah, sprite components. Sprite components. Sprites. And size also. Size. So we're using the size here, the sprite components. So let's run this and see if our plate is not on the screen. I think that's because we are positioning it wrongly. Let's try to position it down. Okay, first, middle of the screen. That should be gameref.size slash divided by 2. Size.x, yes, divided by 2. It's still nowhere in the screen. The y, gameref.size.y, 0.95. Huh, we can't still find it in the screen. Oh, okay, I think I forgot to add it to the game. Oh, oh, very common mistake. So we need to add the plates here. So let's change it to add all. Plates. So when we reload this, yes, now we have the plates here. It's though it's not exactly centered. We need to be actually centered. For this to work, I think we need to subtract this half of the size of the plates from the side of the screen. So now I think it's really in the middle of the screen. Okay, so that's good. But now we need to move the plates. We need to do it in a way that when we drag this plate, it moves around. So I think Flame gives us some things that we can use to achieve this. So in the Flame game, we can add as dragables, and then the plates. The plates we can have draggable. Okay, I think that should be it. Now we can have on drag. Why is this ID not giving me exactly what I need? Drag starts. Yep. Which gives us which drag info. Drag start info. So all we need to do here, we need to set the position to position to actually the position of the horizontal components x to the info dot event position dot game dot x minus the size of the half the size of the plates. I think that should work. And then on drag updates, we can have the exact same thing. So now let's restart the game and try dragging around. Oh, nice, that works. So now you can see when we drag our plates, it actually moves around, but it only moves around the the x-axis. It doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, just right or left. Okay, all right. So now that we have our plates, we should create the next thing, the pie. So we'll start by creating just one pie on the screen. Pie, uh, class pie, extend sprite components with asking ref, mm, pie in the sky game. Okay. Also, we need our unload. I can't believe I have to keep copying this code. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we have our unload now. Of course, we need to load an image into our sprite component. So yeah, so it's kind of, this is the tricky part. Since we have if you remember, we have a bunch of pie images here, a whole lot of them. And that basically means that we will need to do some randomization. But first, let's just load just one pie, just one of these. We can take this blue 8 for example, have pies, blue 8 .png. Let's add the pie to our pie in the sky game class. Um, okay. Now let's load and see if we find it on. Oh no, that is way too big. Way too big. Let's make it smaller. Vector 2, 70, 70. We start. We have something smaller at the top left corner of the screen. Now what we need to do is to find a way to randomize both this number and also this color. So first, let's create a random. Random. Let's go to random. And here, create a pi number. Pi number. And also, let's make it late. And also, let's create a list of colors. I think we have a few colors here. We have blue, we have orange, we have pink, and we have yellow. Okay, so now that we have a list of colors, we have our list of colors, we have our image, and next thing is to try to randomize this. So let's create a function. It's called reset pi. So what we need to do is in this reset pi, we need to actually do all our randomization. First of all, let's try to randomize the color and the pi and the pi number. So let's do pi number. What's pi number? It's equals to random next int 10. So once from 0 to 9. And then we need to randomize the color string. Color is equals to colors random that's next int. There are 4 colors. So now that we have this, how now we need to kind of override this here with the image. So I think what we need to do here, we need to have a late image. Let's call it image. It's image. I think it's some Dart UI. I hope. Or not. Actually, I don't think we need this. I think all we need to do is to use the pi number. Okay, I think we actually need this. So let's get it back. What we should do here should be image is equals to, let's make this a sync. We'll do, let's do this. So we can pi blue, override this with the color, and then override this with the pi number. I think that should work. And then call the reset pi somewhere here. And let's try that. Oof, it's really not working. Okay, let's set the sprite to the new image. And let's see if this works. Okay, I guess we can kind of just leave that for now. Let's try to randomize the position of the pie in the screen. We'll come back to the images later. Um, Position, that's x is equals to random. Game ref, that's size, that's x. And the size, that's x. Okay, I think I'm not calling this method here. Oh, better. And I'm getting something is wrong. Okay, 0 needs to be here. And that's better. X is getting randomized. Position. Should be something around the same thing. So we want the position, the starting position should be somewhere at the top of the screen. Actually, should be way above the screen. So I think I'll make that minus 500. So yeah, it's so now the pie is actually spawning somewhere at the top of the screen. Now we just need to make it fall. And to do this, let's have a variable. Let's call it double say velocity. We can assign maybe 150 to this. Let's assign 150 for now. And updates. Huh. Still not sure. Actually, let me check the override methods. Okay, it's here. Velocity times dt. And then let's try this. Okay, now the pie is literally falling from there. And yep, this is good. This is really good. Let's try something else. Let's try this in a way that once it falls down from the screen, you should go back and restart again. You should basically respawn and start over. So we'll do this position that's Y. Let's put an game ref that's size that's Y plus the size of the pie itself. The height of the pie itself. Then here we reset. So let's watch what happens. Random pink 3 pie drops, and another one should probably fall. So yeah, another one is 0. I'm not sure of the color. Another one should fall again. Let's make this more interesting. Let's randomize the velocity also. Uh, so they don't all have the same speed. Velocity. Let's do that somewhere here. Velocity. Let's say random. We want it to be random between 150 and let's say 250 actually. So let's make this 250 and 150 plus. So now we have a very fast one there, and then not so fast, a very slow one. So now we have our pie. I think we have our pie now. It's really starting to look very good. So what the next thing to do is probably add more pies. So we need to add more pies to our game. Here I'll use a loop. Int I is equals to 0, I is less than 10, less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So here we should probably have a whole lot of pi dropping from different position at different speed at all times. Okay, yeah, so I think this is good. This is starting to look really good. The next thing we can do is to add a collision detection to the game. So to add the collision detection to the game, we need to use we need to add as collision detection to the game, to the Pi game itself, Pie in the Sky game itself, and then we need to have. So we need to decide what and what is colliding, right? So first of all, we need to detect the collision between the Pi and the plates, right? That being said, it seems the Pi is. Let's bring the plates down. Okay, nice. So now we need to detect collision between the Pi and the plates. So for this to happen, we need to add a hitbox rectangle hitbox to the plates. The rectangle hitbox, we need to add it to the plates. And then and the Pi, we definitely need to do this exact same thing. Pi should be a circle hitbox. Let's add the radius. 35. And also here we should have a collision callbacks. Collision callbacks. So now here we can have collision stats. On collision stats, yes. And here, what we need to do is to check if the spy is actually colliding with a plate, because we don't want to do anything if it's colliding with, let's say, the screen, for example. It has to be the plate. So here we can have if other is plates. So if other is plates, what do we want to do? If other is plates, what do we want to do? Let's just have a print, right? Let's just have a print for now. Let's say collided, double L. And let's see. So let's see. You can see collided right here in the console. So that means the collision detector is working. And now from here we can build on to checking if we are touching the right value or if we're not touching the right value and stuff like that. So next thing will definitely be to work on the two texts that are supposed to be up here. So one is going to be on the left side and the other one is going to be on the right side. The one on the left is going to be the current pi score that you have, and the one on the right is like the next pi values that you should aim to get. All right, so first we should work on the score, which is the one on the top left. So let's do a score dart, and of course class score extends text components with has game ref pi in the try game. Pi in the try game. Late ends score. Of course we need our unload again. Let me just try to write it this time around. Feature void. Unload async. Okay. And then return super load. Okay, so by default our score should be 0, right? And then let's kind of render the text. Let's say the position should be somewhere at the top left corner of the screen. So let's say vector 2 but all 20. So 20x20y. That should give us somewhere at the top left corner of our screen. And then the text. The text now, let's do pi. So let's import the math. What am I typing? Math.pi to string. Yes. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. But then we need to render the text. So override. Render. Okay, we need the text paint. Style. The text style. No. Text style, say font size. Let's give it a 40 because it's pretty big. Color is just black. Let's render. Converts the text to the position. Text style can be assigned to text style. Oh, that's a little weird. What's going on here? I think my IDE is going crazy here because this is not supposed to be an error, is it? Textile, I'm using a textile. Let's just kind of run it and see if anything happens. Yeah, the console does not throw any error, so I think it's my IDE. Perhaps I should restart my IDE. Give me a second to do that. I just restarted my IDE and I'm still getting the exact same thing. The code works, but the red lines are just there. So let's add the score to the game. Oh wow, okay, I think I see it now. Now I'm getting the error. Where is the score? It says, oh, what's Darts UI? Oh, okay, I think I should import material. Oh, yes, that was a problem. Importing Darts UI. So now we have this here. Oh, I think should probably shift it up a little bit more. So 15, that's probably better. Okay, that's it for the score. Now let's have the next pi value. Let's call it that. Let's call it next pi value. Oh, I did make a mistake there. Next pi value. Should probably use the exact same thing we have here. Extend. Actually, I'll just kind of copy this. Imports all the importables. Yeah. So now the difference would definitely be around x should be size ref the size of x minus 15, and then the y should probably be 15, and the color here should be green, a little dark. Let's have this in our game. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. That is so weird. It shows here. try 100 then. Or let's do size. That's x. Let's just add code 200 for now. We'll figure out what is going on very soon. Okay, now we have score. Let's have a next value. Next value. Math.py that's to string dot substring 2 plus score and 4 plus score. So the next value will be equal to int.parse.text string 0 and 1. Okay, so now we have 1 4. Still need to figure out what's wrong with the positioning. Game ref of size that's x minus 60. Let's change this to vector to 0. Oh, great. I think we should apply the same thing here. Yes, so the position is now better than before, and we have our score, which is all done. Okay, now we need to add the updates. This is exactly what we need, I believe. Math.py so string 2 plus score 4 plus score. Oh, I'm in the wrong file. Yeah, I'm in the wrong file. That will be for the updates here. And then the exact same thing here. For the score itself, it's going to be 2 plus score 0. So we have 3 points. We have 1. We have 4. Now let's go to our py game again. Let's kind of make these things. Let's score, let's next py value, and then score is equals to this. Next py value is equals to this. Put them up here. Now the next thing is to actually make sure the scoring updates as it's supposed to. And to do that, we need to go back to the pi, the collision detection in the pi, which is on collision start. And now we need to check a few things. Let's check if the pi number is equals to the next pi value, which means that the pi number we generated here, if it's equal to this next pi value, which is here, which is supposed to be 1 in this example, in this scenario 1. So if the pi number and the next pi value is the same, then we want to increment the score. We've not passed the next pi value and score here. Okay. Wait. Score. Final next. Required score, and here we can have required next pi value, next pi value. Then we can set the score here to be score confirm, and then now the next. I'm not sure why my IDE is not automatically filling up these things. Next pi value. Okay, so here we can now. Oh, let's go back to the pi game. There is an error there. Yep. Score, and the next pi value, Okay, good. So now we can check if the next pi value next value is equals to pi number. We can print correct, and else it prints, let's say, wrong. So let's try this. So we need a 1 first. You can see once we touch something else that is not a 1, it's wrong. All wrong. Now there's a 1, it says correct. If you touch a 1 again, it says correct. And let's see if we can get another 1. Correct. Nice. So I think it's working just fine. Now we just need to increment the value. Score should 1. Also next pi value, the score should be, and then reset pi. Oh, let's have our wrong here. So once we touch the correct pi, we want it to go back and restart its life cycle. That is why I added a reset pi there. So let's look for a 1. So this is a 1. See, it's going back up to restart its life cycle. And that's a 4, exactly what we need. We need another 1. That's a 1, exactly what we need. Now if we touch the wrong thing, instead of just printing wrong, we need to kind of have some sort of game over. So let's say game ref, that's pause engine. So now we need a 1. I get 1. We need a 4. If I'm to go for something like this, you can see the entire game freezes, which is we are pausing the engine. So here typically you can have, let's say, a modal sheet, modal a modal. I use it for like a pause menu or something like that. But I don't think I'll be doing that in this tutorial. Maybe in the next, hopefully. For now, this tutorial I just made this tutorial just so people can see how you can achieve something like this. So for pause menu and the other things, you probably see that in like next tutorials, or I think, oh yeah, my next tutorial. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you again. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to share to your friends also. Thank you, and bye. See you later.